Hi, this is Robert. Welcome to my Volvo S70 restoration YouTube video series. If you would like to attempt to see these videos in order, go to my channel, which you click there, Robert DIY. Once you're on my channel, click the playlist link that is there. It'll take you to all my playlists. And once you see my playlist, roll your pointer over to play all button on the Volvo restoration videos and click that, and it should play all of the videos in order. I hope the series encourages you to restore your car. Okay, this is day 16, final day. I have a buyer that's supposed to finalize a purchase on this car today, so I'm not going to be able to enjoy it and get attached to it, which is probably good. The first thing I'm going to do is shampoo the floor mats. A couple of the floor mats have some stains on it. I'm going to hit the stains on the interior of the carpet as well. Okay, I detailed the inside. I shampooed all the carpets and did the spot cleaning. Got all the scuffs off of the door panels and off the back of the seats. If you get aggressive with these spots, you could use acetone, but you better follow it right up with something to lubricate that vinyl, because acetone's real rough. Okay, these door sills were sagging when I got the car, so I pulled them down, put some liquid nail on them, put them back up, and that should hold them in place. A couple of times when I drove the car, I seen an ABS light, so I'm going to go ahead and pull this intake stuff out of the way, unplug that ABS sensor down there, and I'm going to try to spot solder those two connectors at the ABS. I'm going to heat the solder iron up. I'm going to touch those those power lead pins for about a minute each, then I'm going to put it back together. Okay, I got the air box moved. I took the main fuse panel, unclipped it from its bracket, laid it on the side. I unplugged that ABS module plug right there, and now I can see the two power leads. So I'm going to put some heat on those power leads for 1 minute each and see if that clears my ABS. Now, before I put the soldering iron on those leads, I'm going to get a little solder and make sure that the iron is hot enough to melt the solder. I plugged the iron in while I was taking this stuff out of the car to save time, so it might take another minute or two for this iron to get hot enough. Alright, it's starting to melt my solder immediately now, so should be hot enough. Let me touch it on those leads one at a time. Okay, I'm holding the soldering iron on the lead. You gotta be extra careful that it's not touching and melting anything else. So I'm gonna hold it on each one for 1 minute. Hopefully that'll heat the pin up and go down into the unit and melt the solder broken joints in there. Okay, I held them there for a minute each. I think that might have been a little too long, so I would try 40 seconds each if I were you, but we'll see if that keeps my coat off. This hood latch is still not closing all the way, so I'm going to hit it with some brake parts cleaner, and then I'm going to re-lubricate it with this lithium grease and see if that helps it pop loose when I pull the hood release. Okay, I drained coolant out probably about a half gallon, just enough to get the level under the thermostat, and I pulled the thermostat housing, installed the new thermostat, closed it back up, made sure the bleeder pin was to the front. Now I'm going to try to pour this coolant that I removed back into the system. Well, due to the fact that I only took about a half a gallon out, it took it all back in, so I shouldn't need to refill it or top it off or burp it or nothing like that. Now I'm going to go ahead and do a drain and fill on the transmission. Okay, I got the motor cleaned up, most of that grease and oil out of there. The car is running and it's not misfiring, so I'm going to go ahead and close that up and rinse the front of the car off and dry it off. Okay, the ABS light's out, so I have no lights. Everything is checked out. If it comes back on, I'll deal with it later. Well, people came to pick up the car and the ABS light came back on. So I'm going to tear into the ABS, open it up, solder the joints, close it back up, and test it, see if it works. If you feel that this information was beneficial, please like it and share it with your social media friends. You can also subscribe to my channel so that you can get notification of future videos that I post. Visit my channel. I have all types of do-it-yourself videos there. You can leave questions here and I'll try to respond to them as quick as possible. You can also visit my website at robertspinner.com. Thanks again for watching.